Where do we find that idea in the Gnostic collection?
You know where I find that idea? In Irenaeus, who can't stand these Gospels. He says, don't touch them. Don't even read them. Don't think about them. Because they're just the same as the false teacher Marcion. Marcion was not a Gnostic. He was, in a way, a literal Christian, a Gentile from Asia Minor, who became a Christian, and he read the New Testament. He said, oh, this is a message of love. But then he read the Hebrew Bible, and he said, but that God is vengeful and judgmental, and he created the world, and it's full of terrible things like death and mosquitoes, snakes, he mentions those. That was declared a heresy very early. That, as I read it, has nothing to do with these texts. But Irenaeus wanted to condemn them. And so he said, oh, this is nothing but that same old heresy. I don't find that here. There are some texts in the collection which are not, well, I'd say some of the sources in the collection express a similar view that also you find in Jewish mysticism, that the divine energy behind the universe is not the character you almost find in Genesis and Exodus, judging the world, punishing people for touching the ark by condemning them to death and so forth. So it gets mixed up in the writings of the people who really are opposed to the idea that these secret gospels have any value. But I must add that only some of the texts from Nag Hammadi, for me, have this kind of spiritual power that Thomas does. Some of the others, the treatise on resurrection, for example,